Hi, my name is Laura Contreras. In the spring of 2018, I had left my job of 3 years. I left my job as a warehouse manager because I was working from 6 a.m. to 8 or 9 p.m., and it was so stressful. I was home unemployed, and while searching for a new job, I decided to go with my grandmother to CFC Food Pantry on a Friday morning. While we were waiting, I was looking around the bulletin board to see if there were any job listings or anything that could help me with my search. I saw they offered a variety of classes like GED, ESL. They included math, reading, history, and they offer other community service too. Since I'm one that doesn't like to be home doing nothing, I enrolled in the classes for the GED. After a few weeks, as I was headed to my class, I noticed a new notice paper stuck to the elevator. I asked if it was a new course that the center, with the help of various construction companies, were putting together to help the people of community prepare for new job opportunities. Of course, I wanted to know more, and I got in touch with Mr. Paul Lambda, who was in charge of this project. I told him my situation, that I was already enrolled on some classes, and that I wanted to see if I could switch to the NCCER course. He looked at my grades and how I was doing in my classes. After concluding that I was eligible to switch, I was switched to the NCCER classes. The day of the graduation, we knew there were going to be some people from Merrick present, but I didn't realize they were interviewing until I was face to face with Mr. David Schlatter. Mr. David asked me about the classes that I was graduating from and what I had learned, and I told him everything, what we did, what I learned, and showed off the school I had built in the class together with the room we built during the hands-on classes. And he asked me to email him my resume and all of my information. And as soon as I left that interview, I got home, I got to the computer, and emailed everything he asked. 2 days later, I was in the office of Merrick, filling up the application and signing up for a new job. CFC has been an amazing opportunity. Without it, I wouldn't be here today. It's a place where lives change, and mine is one of them. Thank you for everything.
This couple that I admire a lot, that the man his name was Candelario Garza, and his wife was Maria Garza. And they believe in education, they believe in family, and they work very hard. He was a janitor at the YMCA, but at night, both of them went to the downtown Houston in those tall buildings, and they start cleaning the buildings from the very top all the way to the bottom. They did that for many, many years until they saved enough for a gas station, because he wanted to own his own business. And then they fast realized that both of them did not know how to speak English, and they didn't know how to order things and do for the gas station. So they came to community family centers. At that time was Chicano, because that's the place that they trusted, and they came for food here. These were my parents. This is why I know this, because they were my parents. So I am here because in every student that we teach, I see my parents. They have the same struggles, the same dreams. They want so much for their families. They want to educate their families. So, but all they need is just a little bit of a helping hand and the tools.
My name is Isabel Garcia, and I started coming here to Community Family Center when I was 5 or 6 years old.
My mom used to bring us here. My mom's a single mom of 8 kids, and she had 2 jobs, which what the morning job was as a housekeeper. It was at the Women's Hospital, and the second job was at Metro, also as a housekeeper. And the money that she was making, it was not enough to feed all 8 kids, so she would come here to Community Family Center, and they would help her with vouchers for, they would give her vouchers for food, for shoes, for school supplies. They would even help her pay bills as well. And they would give her vouchers for, to go buy groceries at Fiesta. Every Christmas, my mom didn't have no money to buy us toys. So every Christmas, my mom would sign up and come here, and they used to give us a toy for us. And we grew up with no toys, so I know we were in need, we were poor. And honestly, they used to help us a lot with, and they used to give us clothes, even thought I remember, they would even give my mom things as a gift, like something small, but to us it meant a lot because we didn't have that. We didn't have a dad that would provide for anything, so it was just my mom herself, and they used to give us toys. I remember leaving here with a small little teddy bear. And then that's when one time I volunteered, and I came one time. I remember after that day, they were still gonna be packing for toys and stuff, and me and my sister, I think, but at that time I remember we were like 12 or 13 already, and we already came and helped out to make the bags for toys to give it to the other needy kids. If it would have been for the Houston Family Center that would help my mom, I don't know what my mom would have done. So when I was growing up, I always wanted to be that person that once I grow up and I was someone in life, I will be able to give back to the community, and this is what I want to do now. Now that I'm grown, I see that there's still need out there, and when I came here back to the Community Family Center, now I work for a staffing agency, and what I do, I help people find jobs, and I know there's out there, people that need help, and that's, I want to give back what was given to me when I was younger.